A 16-year-old girl secretly gave birth to a baby boy. She never told her family because she didn't even know who the child's father was, so she decided to raise her son all by herself. One day, she took him to the hospital for a routine checkup. While she went to collect the medical report, a powerful billionaire and his elderly father arrived at the same hospital. The old man had been heartbroken because his family had no heir. As he stood by the window praying for a grandson, his prayer bead suddenly snapped and scattered across the floor. One bead rolled to the little boy's feet. "Sir, you dropped this," the boy said politely. Then he looked at the billionaire and added, "Dad, you dropped your pen too." The old man froze. The child's face looked exactly like his son when he was young. Overcome with emotion, he knelt down, hugged the little boy, and kept calling him, "My grandson." People nearby exchanged confused looks. Before leaving, the old man handed the child his business card and secretly pulled 2 strands of his hair for a DNA test. A short time later, the results came back. The report confirmed that the boy was truly his biological grandson. The old man was so excited that he stood up from his wheelchair. He immediately ordered his staff to find the child at any cost. But the shock was too much, and his health suddenly collapsed. He had to be admitted to the hospital. Meanwhile, the boy's grandfather on his mother's side had spent years working tirelessly to support his daughter and grandson. Eventually, he also became seriously ill and was admitted to the very same hospital. When the billionaire called his son with the unbelievable news, the man thought his father was simply imagining things because he desperately wanted a grandson. Still, to comfort him, he promised to search for the child. Soon, search notices were spread across the city. Ironically, the boy they were looking for was already inside the hospital, taking care of his sick grandfather. The old man noticed his grandson secretly doing small jobs to earn money for medical bills, and tears filled his eyes. The next day, they were collecting empty bottles to earn a few more dollars when the boy's grandmother and her new husband arrived. The man despised the elderly grandfather and kicked him to the ground. The weak old man collapsed instantly. The boy's mother rushed over to protect her father, but the attackers arrogantly claimed they worked for a powerful corporation and threatened her. They had no idea that the little boy they were bullying was actually the biological son of that company's billionaire owner. Inside the hospital, the elderly billionaire grew frustrated after failing to find his grandson. Hearing the commotion outside, he sent his assistant to investigate. The assistant instantly recognized the little boy. Moments later, the old man walked outside himself and immediately called his son. "If you don't get to the hospital right now, I'll never forgive you." His son sighed. "Fine, I'm coming." At the same time, the boy's mother, desperate to pay for her father's treatment, agreed to marry an old man in exchange for the medical expenses. Worse, someone was already preparing to send her son to an orphanage, but just as everything seemed hopeless, the billionaire finally arrived with his father. He stepped forward and shouted, "Do you have a death wish? How dare you lay a finger on my son?" The man laughed mockingly. "Your